So you just bought a brand new iPad Air 5 and you are looking for the best accessories? Well, look no further because in today's video, I'm going to tell you all the accessories that you can get for your iPad Air 5 that are going to really elevate your experience and change the way you use the device. Hi everybody, my name is Mike Caputo. Welcome back to the channel. I'm glad that you are back with me today. Today we are going to talk about all of my favorite accessories from the iPad Air 5. So let's get started. Now today's video is broken down into different sections and I have each one of those sections pinned right below the like button. Now the sections are organized by persona, which I envision how someone's going to be using their iPad Air 5. Now I encourage you to mix and match the accessories that you might find in the different personas to whatever works best for you. And if you feel that I'm missing something, comment down below and let me know what that is. Now I spent a lot of time thinking about accessories because I have a multi-iPad setup. With those multiple devices, I try to avoid buying accessories that might be model or iPad specific because I want to make sure that if I'm purchasing an accessory, it is kind of worthy of my setup. So first and foremost, I don't choose an accessory based on cost alone. It's not a primary concern for me. My goal is often not to solve a problem as cheaply as possible, but to solve it as well as possible. I shop on quality and I don't mind paying a little bit more for something if it has high build quality. Second, I want to limit buying accessories that are device or model specific. I'd like to have a degree of reuse with those accessories as much as possible. Now I know for some accessories, maybe like screen protectors and cases, that's not possible, but I want to avoid it where I can. Now, some of the accessories that are listed in today's video will be general purpose. They will work with any iPad, and some will be specific to the brand new iPad Air 5. But if it is general purpose, I will make sure that I notate it in the little graphics that you see down below. First, let's talk about my configuration. My iPad of choice is the iPad Air 5. It is in this wonderful color blue, which I think it's probably the best color out there, and it's 64 gigs Wi-Fi only. Now, I'm a big proponent of getting 5G on my iPad, but as I just mentioned a second ago, I did Wi-Fi only because this iPad that I have here is going to replace my 11-inch 2020 iPad Pro. I'm going to pass it down to someone else. Now that iPad, because it's going to be sitting in the studio, there's really no reason for 5G. I don't think it's actually that very useful here. But if you're wondering whether or not it is useful for you, I have an entire video where I broke down my thought process on why I like to get 5G, which I'll link in the cards above right now. Now the first persona is going to be the Productivityist. This is the person who wants to change the relationship that they have with their iPad Air. They want to extract more value from this device. Now, the first thing I think about when being able to extract value from something, I want to be able to use my iPad Air in more context than I have been in the past. And I think about flexibility. Now, when I think about flexibility, I think about a good iPad stand. This is the HOVERBAR Duo, and it's probably both literally and figuratively the most flexible stand I've come across before. It's probably the stand that I would recommend to most people, just based on how I think people use their iPads. Now it's from 12 South and it's $79.99. Anything I talk about today will be linked in the video description, so if you want to pick it up there, you can. Now this has two different arms, and these arms are flexible where you can kind of just dial it in however you want. It also rotates from the base, and there is this clamp here which will fit anything from an iPhone to an iPad Pro 12.9 inch. So it'll fit many different things. And what is also very cool is that this base comes off and you can use it with a shelf clamp. So if you want to clamp it to your countertop or a shelf in your kitchen, again, making it more useful, giving it all different types of flexibility and versatility for a stand. Most stands are kind of usually one position or maybe two positions. And because of the way these arms are and because of the clamp, you have a lot of flexibility here. Now, this is made in the US, specifically, I think it's South Carolina. So if that matters to you, you're supporting an American company. Now, whether you're using your iPad Air 5 as a replacement for your computer at home or using it to supplement your computing, you are probably going to need a good keyboard. Now, when I think of keyboards, I think of keyboards that offer one, a good typing experience, two, because I want to use it with my iPad Air, obviously they have to have some degree of connectivity with that device, and then three, they want to be as portable as possible because I'm going to be using it with my iPad Air. I might not necessarily be using it at home all the time. Now, to me, I think that the Newfie Air 60, which is a 60% keyboard, very clickety-clack, is a perfect contender for this. This is $110 from Newfie, and it is a keyboard that is a 60% layout. So it's a smaller layout that you'd see probably on like a MacBook. And it actually does fit right on top of a MacBook keyboard. Now, what's great about this is that it will connect to up to 4 devices, so 3 via Bluetooth. It also has an IR receiver that is in the box that can be plugged into a Mac or Windows machine, as well as a USB-C cable for wired connections. It takes USB-C to charge it, so you could use the same cable that you charge your iPad with to charge this, or to even connect your iPad to this, which is also great as well. Now there's this additional carrying case, which is $20, but it does allow you to, one, carry the keyboard when you're out and about, and it doubles as a stand, allowing you to use your iPad on here while you are out and about, and not worrying about carrying the HOVERBAR Duo with you, because that just wouldn't make sense if you were traveling. There's also a 10% off code that I have from Newfie, which you'll get it down there if you go and use it. Now, rounding out the Productivityist persona is going to be a good mouse for your iPad. And for me, that's going to be the MX Master 3. The MX Master 3 is my go-to mouse that I use with all my devices. I actually have 2 of them because I like it so much. And it allows you to pair up to 3 devices, either wirelessly via Bluetooth or to the dongle that comes within the package. It does have many configurable buttons, which those buttons are only configurable on a Mac or Windows. That's the key thing, that at least that's how it is right now with iPadOS. But it does give you a great amount of versatility with using your iPad with a mouse and keyboard, and then also being able to use that same keyboard when you go to your computer. It is $99.99, links down below in the description. Now, if you are enjoying today's video, consider hitting like on this video so YouTube knows to send this video out to other people who have similar interests, just like you and I. And if you want to, consider joining the community where I help tons of other people get the most out of their iPad, be more productive with the devices that they already have. Now, let's talk about the note taker. Now, the note taker is probably one of my favorite personas because it takes the analogs of the real world and blends them together with their digital counterparts. I genuinely love to use my Apple Pencil with my iPad. I really use my Apple Pencil as not just a way of jotting something down or taking a note, but also a way of navigating within iPadOS, because the Apple Pencil acts as an extension of your finger. And it's really great to navigate around the iPad. But the problem with the Apple Pencil is that even though it charges magnetically, it stays charged for a very long time, it's very easy to switch between iPads, it's $120, and that is a lot of money. So what I would suggest is at least checking out the Logitech Crayon. It's about half the cost, $69. You can probably find it for about $65 on sale on Amazon as well. But this is a device that charges via Lightning, which is a downside, but it doesn't require any pairing. You can use it with any iPad, doesn't need to be an iPad Pro, and you get a majority of the functionality that you get with the Apple Pencil, minus some of the cool charging features. 60 bucks is 60 bucks. Now, Paperlike is one of today's sponsors, and they went ahead and sent out this Paperlike screen protector for the iPad Air 5, which if you're looking for a video how to put that onto your iPad, I'll link one above in the card here. Now, what's great about Paperlike is that 1, it cuts down screen glare. 2, it gives you, again, greater control and precision over your content and how you're interacting with your iPad, with your Apple Pencil. It really makes it feel like you're drawing on paper. Okay, it comes with 2 screen protectors in the box, so whether you mess up the installation or you end up getting a different iPad, you want to put it on another iPad, you do have 2 of them included in the box. And it really just, again, it offers you a way of getting better control and precision and having a better experience on your iPad. I would suggest checking them out. I'll have a link right below the description in case you want to. Now, the next person we're going to talk through is going to be the Generalist. The Generalist is the type of person who could use just a little bit of everything in order to maximize their setup. Now, depending on what they're going to do and how they're going to use their iPad, there might be a mix and match of accessories that best suits their needs. Now, if you are like me and you own an iPad and maybe even your Mac, you want a way to charge both of them. Now, since I am using the brand new 16-inch 2021 MacBook Pro, I needed to upgrade my charger, which I think last year I was using the Hypercharger, which is capable of delivering 100 watts. If you have that, it's still a great charger. But I upgraded to this new PowerPort 3 from Anker. This is a 4-port USB-C charger, capable of delivering 100 watts on the first port, 60 watts on the second port, and then 2 other ports here at 20. So you could use this and charge up to 4 devices. You would get a total of 120 watts. But when I'm charging my iPad, I'm using it in one of these 20-watt chargers here on the side. And then when I'm charging my Mac, I'm using it here. This is very cool because it eliminates the need for you to bring multiple chargers with you whenever you travel. And it has a nice long cord that you can plug into the wall. They do include Velcro in the box, which is actually kind of cool. You could, Velcro it underneath your desk or wherever that might be, or you can leave it in your go bag. So whenever you're traveling, you could use this as a replacement. The Anker PowerPort 3 4-port 120 watt charger from Anker. Now, this next accessory that we are talking through is something that I use when I'm traveling for business. If I'm traveling with my family, we like to go to Disneyland a lot. And this is the TomTalk portfolio case from TomTalk. This is a way to organize and store all of the different accessories that you have for your iPad. So if you look here, there's a mesh area here to store some loose items. You have these grid pattern to store your Apple Pencil, charger, and any other cables that you have here, in addition to having a place dedicated to fit your iPad itself. Now, this will fit your iPad when it's in a case, as well as in a keyboard case, well, it's like the Magic Keyboard. So this is really great. One place to wrangle all of the things that you are traveling with into this. Now, again, this is the 12.9-inch version. This one was like, I think $43 when I purchased it, but the one for the iPad Air 5, if you want to get that one specifically, that one is $31. It comes in several different colors. I liked orange because it stood out from, your luggage or suitcase. Everything in the luggage or suitcase, the interior is always black. So this is very easy for me to find while I'm traveling with this. It's got double zippers and it's got a handle. So you could just kind of walk around with this, but you'd look silly walking around with it. You'd probably put it in your bag. When you're thinking about protecting your iPad, I automatically go to the Zugu, which is a high-end case for your iPad. It's extremely well rated. You can find it on Amazon. There are 8 different magnetic angles that will attach to your iPad, allowing you to type on it, draw on it, consume content on it. And these magnets are so strong, you could attach it to a refrigerator, you can attach it to a microwave, a dishwasher, your car, any number of things that is magnetic. It will stick to it. I can almost guarantee it. Also, if you have your iPad in the Zugu case and it gets damaged, if you have Apple Care, they will pay the cost for the repair for that, which is actually kind of amazing. It's just a testament to the quality that they think their case has. The Zugu for the 10.9-inch iPad Air works for the 2020 as well as the 2022, available in several different colors. Check it out, let me know what you think. And if you're using one, send me a picture on Twitter. Let me know how you're using it with the magnets. I'd love to see it. Now, at the end of the day, the value of these accessories are going to depend on what you are doing with your iPad and how you are using it. If there is something that you think is missing from my setup, let me know down in the comments below. If there's something that you would change, again, let me know down in the comments below. Now, that's going to do it for me. If you like this content and you want to see more of it, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, because next I'll be doing my studio display review and you don't want to miss that. My name is Mike. This is Tech 24/7 TV, folks. I'll talk to you in the next one.